Hello and welcome to MyFusion Helper. In this short video, we're going to be talking about how to use the ActionIt helper and how we can also not only set that up in a live preview and demo, but we're also going to talk about when and where and why you might want to use it in your particular application. So let's dive right in and take a look at a live demo of how to set this up. Okay, so here we are inside of the app, and the first thing that we want to do is add the action set. So we can say action, and there we go. It'll take us right to it. Okay, ActionIt. Okay, and let's give it a name, ActionIt demo. And we want to pick the action sets that we're going to trigger. Now, the ActionIt helper is designed to allow you to create a chain of several different action sets. And if you haven't used action sets, one of the reasons that they're still very popular, even though they're considered to be a legacy item at this point, is that they allow you to do rule-based conditions attached to them. So instead of just applying a tag, you can say apply a tag and then put a condition only when the following scenario is true. Okay, and with that condition, you can create some very sophisticated and advanced logic. A lot of top marketers use action sets, even inside of Campaign Builder, to send out emails because they can trigger off conditional logic of when that email is sent or not. So this is a very popular feature, even though it is a legacy action. And so we can come down here and select. Nothing I'm doing here is going to make much sense. I'm just showing you the demo of the app, but you could trigger off multiple action sets to run all at once. And you may only need to run one of them as well. And you may be asking, why would I bother running an HTTP post to just invoke an action set if it's only got one of them and I'm not combining them? And it's a good question, but sometimes, especially using the ChainIt feature, which allows you to stitch a whole bunch of individual helpers together into one big chain of features, sometimes you want to be able to do some of these things inside of MyFusion Helper, just so that you can run them all in one big chain. So many times that's a benefit in and of itself. Then at this point, we would just simply create the helper, and then of course just go deploy it inside of Infusionsoft the same way that we would anything else. We're simply going to grab a copy of the link for Infusionsoft, and then we're going to go inside of here and make sure to name that properly and then paste it in. So we paste that in, set it to draft, and we're good to go. Notice you don't have to do anything here with the name value pairs. Now, one of the things that I showed you, but I just want to pull it up in closer detail on the action set, is that when you edit an action set, let's drag this so you can see it a little better. There is this area right here. Only run this action when certain rules are met. And this is what allows you to build and edit these logical conditions for when this action set will fire. And this is one of the main reasons that, despite being a legacy feature, people still use the action sets. All right, so as I was showing in the last live demo, this only run this action when certain rules are met. This is the main reason that people use action set. It just allows that rule logic. Now, one of the things that you can do inside of MyFusion Helper is combine multiple actions all in once, right? And this allows you to put all of this complex logic into just a single HTTP post from within the Campaign Builder, as opposed to having to invoke multiple action sets and really complicate the design of the Campaign Builder. And that, of course, goes hand in hand with what I've talked about here. Being able to use it with the ChainIt feature, allowing you to perform an action set operation, outside of the Campaign Builder and inside of MyFusion Helper. All right, that is a wrap for this particular feature. Hopefully, this has been useful for you, and you'll use it in your application today.